Hello students, welcome back to our next computer science class of class 12. Today we are going to discuss about relational data model. Relational data model uses a collection of tables or relations to represent both data and the relationship among data. Already we have discussed about relation in previous step. Today we will discuss more about relation. A relation is a table with columns and rows which represent the data items and relationship among them. The relation have three important properties. Those are name. Name is identified by the title of relation or entity. Entity is the another name of table or relation. Cardinality, which refers to the number of tuples or rows in a relation. Next, degree, which refers to the number of attributes or columns in each table. Let's take an example. There is a table named student. There are 4 attributes: role, name, class, and subject. So the degree of the table is 4 and there are 4 records in the student table. So the cardinality of the student table is 4. Next, domain. There is a set of permitted values in each attribute of a relation is called domain. So domain is a set of value from where we can pick up a value. Next, keys. The key is defined as the column or attribute or a combination of attributes that is used to identify record of the table. Sometimes we might have to retrieve data from more than one table. In those cases, we need to join tables with the help of keys. There are various types of keys which are as follows. Super key. Super key are the sets of one or more than one possible attributes that are used to uniquely identify the record from a table. So any set of key that is uniquely identify a record is known as super key. We have taken a schema student relation. Let's see super key of student relation are registration number and roll number can uniquely identify a record, so it is a super key. Then registration number, roll number all together uniquely identify record, so this set of key also a super key. This set of keys also uniquely identify records from a relation, so these all are super keys of student schema. Next, candidate key. Candidate key is a minimal of super key which is no repetition. By candidate key cannot repeat any attribute again in a combination. We can take minimal of super key out of all the super keys of student relation which is no repetition. Among all the set of super keys, these two sets of super key has no repetition. So this means registration number and roll number are set of candidate key because there are no repetition. these two set of keys, except these two set of keys, all the set of keys have repetition. Next, primary key. Primary key is the user choiceable candidate key that is used to uniquely identify a record from a relation. The value of primary key should be unique and null. Null means there is no value in the field. Look the example of primary key. Here, registration number is an example of primary key because out of set of candidate keys user can be chosen any one set of key. So registration number is a primary key. Next, alternate key. Alternate keys are the candidate keys that are not chosen by the user. These keys also uniquely identify the record from a relation. They allow to insert null value. After choose the primary key, rest of candidate keys are known as alternate key. So, roll number and name are the example of alternate key. Next, foreign key. A foreign key is a non-key attribute whose value is derived from the primary key of another table. The relationship between two tables is established with the help of foreign key. We have taken two schemas of relation, bank and account. Here, CID and account number are primary key of bank and account table respectively, and CID is the foreign key of account table. Thank you.